Okay, so Ryan, you're preparing for, well, to be flooded here in your farmyard. What's the situation? What's going on here right now?
Well, last night the Army come in and started putting up the aquaberms, as you can see here. They didn't really give us a choice. They said they're being put up. We were contacted from our counselor, Terry Simpson, Monday night and said to remove all the cattle and feed and prepare to be flooded out. Not a matter of when or if, but it is coming. The Portage Diversion, they're increasing it as we speak all the time at levels that are unprecedented. Has been trying to push as much water out into the lake to save the breach on 331, and the way we are being told and understood is that the breach on 331 is the plan B. If the Portage Diversion cannot handle the pressure, that they will cut 331 after that. But as it stands right now, they're telling us that the water is going to come over the diversion at a certain time. We're not sure when. They've raised it 3 feet from the MacDonald cutoff south, and they started last night again raising it another 3 feet to try and push more water north. There's about 17 to 25 homes out in this area that are getting sandbags and aquaberms around their houses to prepare for the water that's going to back up or come over the sides of the dike.
Now, I notice you have a few cattle still here. How come?
Well, the cows that are still here have to calve yet. We moved all the cattle to a neighbor. He was good enough to give us a pen for now, a little higher ground, a couple miles away. His pens are higher but still mucky, so I wanted to keep these ones here to keep an eye on them, and if the time comes, well, then we'll load them in the trailer as well and move them to drier ground.
How's the family holding up? Because obviously this is a stressful situation.
Yeah, doing all right. They're my son and wife have moved away. They're just at a safer place at my parents, and then maybe a little further south yet. So they're in safe hands, which is good. But I'm staying for now to do as much as I can and protect everything we can. I mean, hopefully this is a big precaution, and that nothing does happen, that everyone is safe. But you have to prepare for the worst, and obviously they are expecting the worst. So,
have they given you any indication when you might see water?
Well, they keep pushing it back, which is good and bad. We're still waiting. They've had some close calls, I've understood, with water coming over the diversion, and I've heard on the Assiniboine as well. That's why they're raising the dykes again on the Assiniboine. I know they're trying to get it to 35,000 on the diversion. I heard yesterday they were up to 28, getting close to 30, but having a hard time containing it. They're closed to 27 provincial highway, and you hear rumors that they're going to cut the bridge there and let it try and run faster. I would have to say the most frustrating thing about all of this is not even the money we're losing, or that possibility of us not making it through this, is the communication from federal, now provincial, down to the RM. I know our counselors are working hard, and the RM is trying their best to help out and do everything, and they're not in control at all. They're just being dictated as to what's happening. But it sure would be nice to have an update once a day, just not hear rumors, or it would be nice to know what's going on.
Obviously you're not the only person who's affected in this area. What are your neighbors saying to you?
Well, we've helped out the neighbors. We helped the neighbors move their cattle once we got ours done. We've been helping neighbors haul grain, a lot of grain in the country too. There's no insurance. We've been told, phone the insurance companies, no insurance for households and livestock, hay, grain, any such thing. So we're trying to move everything so we are safe and still can make it through this, hopefully. Everyone's pulling together. It's been great. Everyone's been helping one another. That's been, it truly, people come together to help out one another.
Can we take a walk around?
Certainly, yeah.
So you lead the way.
Well,
whichever way you want to go, that's
sure.
how we'll go. So what are we seeing now?
Well, this is the aquaberm that the Army has come and put up. just smooth out the landscape, so try and get a good seal. We're waiting on water to come back and fill them properly and get them strapped together. The water you see there is ground level. Basically, the ground is completely saturated. The water table is as high as I've seen it in my lifetime. The cattle are still over there. They're on higher ground for the moment. The land to the south, there's some lower spots, and it's fairly saturated too. I mean, this yard wasn't the best before even all of this, you know, calving cows and stuff, still fairly mucky, but I mean, Mother Nature is a long, hard winter and a long, wet fall, and it's turning out to be a long, wet spring as well. So we're hoping some sunshine and would do a lot of wonders for everyone's efforts, that's for sure.
Can we take a walk in behind here?
Sure, yep.
I imagine you're anxiously awaiting the military personnel to get here to get this aquaberm inflated.
Yes, we are waiting for them to come. I know they are trying to be as organized and do the people that are in harm's way first. I'm about 3 miles south of where the water's edge is, really, and they're doing those people first that are, you know, the first ones to come. I mean, that's what should be done, and they're just doing the best they can and working their way south until they get to where they feel as people are safe and we're not going to be in harm's way.
What have you done? I mean, I know there's been a bit of excavation down here, it looks like,
yep,
here to get ready. What else have you done to prepare?
Well, we've moved everything out of the basements, of course, moved everything up as high as we can, cleaned everything up, cleaned out all the sheds and garages, moved all hay and grain to as high as ground as we can at the moment, moved machinery and to neighbors' yards and higher spots, kept a few loaders around the yard to help with whatever, move feed or to push up dirt if possible, or if need be, hopefully not, but
can we take a walk further around
sure, yeah,
the house here, just to let folks see what you're dealing with? I mean, you've got some water here, you've got some brush, and it looks, I don't know if there's any loose driftwood there, but
yeah, it's I mean, this is normally some water in the spring, but it's certainly not to this level. I mean, we have pumps going in the basement. We have so much groundwater running in and into the septic, into the drinking water. I mean, we're not drinking the water anymore, the wells and stuff like that. We're not on city water here, unfortunately. So you know, went to town and got bottled water just to be safe, you know, with so much overland flooding. You know, it's not worth the risk.
This is your septic field here?
Yeah, one of the septic fields. Yeah, it's completely saturated. I mean, there's not too much you can do about it. I know a lot of the neighbors are in the same situation. The guy that when they're still staying there, I mean, trying to keep everything working so you can still have running water. But our worst concern or hope is that the power does not go out. If the power goes out, it will only be a matter of hours, and we'll be full of water and really no longer to be here, and there really won't be a point to be here. I mean, the basement will fill, and at that time we'll probably leave as well. So
I think that covers what I wanted to ask.
Sure, yeah.
Is there something you want to add?
No, that's good. I guess my one of the biggest concerns, you know, is to keep the family safe and everything like that. The other frustrating thing is one of the most things to lose sleep over is how to make it through this financially. That's one of the top concerns. Probably the second concern after making sure my family is safe is you know, how to get through this. You know, it's when it's a man-made decision to flood you out. It's hard to choke down. I mean, I know they're trying to decide what's going to cause the least amount of damage and affect the least amount of people. So I mean, that's good. But the people that do get affected, whether it's us here or, you know, the people on 331, I know there's hundreds of people, and I think they're very conservative at the 150 people that they're saying are going to be affected. I know that area fairly well, and I think it'd be closer to you know, 300-400 homes and people, not people, homes, you know, thousands of people. So I certainly hope that the federal and provincial and RM, that they realize people can't afford to absorb this amount of loss, and just for the length of time that it may happen. They're saying, if the water does come to here, could take 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks. I mean, we're past seeding, we're well past haying. We're into next year already. So,
all right. Thanks very much.
yes, thank you.